Welcome to today's video. This video explores why we yawn when others do, a fascinating phenomenon that almost every human experiences, yet few truly understand. You know that moment when someone yawns nearby and suddenly you have to yawn too? You're neither tired nor bored, but your brain seems to say, "Me too." Picture this. You're in the middle of a quiet afternoon meeting at the office, or sitting around the dinner table with family, when a yawn escapes from someone across the room. Suddenly, the wave of yawning passes to you, and maybe even a few others. Why is yawning so contagious? What's happening inside our minds that makes us mimic something so basic and so involuntary? Yawning might seem like a simple act, but it's one of the most mysterious reflexes in human behavior. Scientists have studied it for decades, and while we still don't have all the answers, what we do know reveals something incredible about how connected humans are, mentally and emotionally. It turns out, contagious yawning might not just be about oxygen or tiredness. It could be a deep reflection of empathy, social bonding, and how our brains mirror the feelings of others. However, it's important to note that not all scientists agree on the empathy theory. Some researchers suggest alternative explanations or highlight ongoing debates in the scientific community. For instance, the brain cooling theory suggests yawning helps regulate brain temperature, while others propose it serves as a form of nonverbal communication among social groups. Acknowledging these differing perspectives shows how complex and fascinating the study of yawning truly is. What exactly is a yawn? Before we understand why yawns spread from person to person, let's first understand what a yawn really is. A yawn is a reflexive deep inhale of air, followed by a slower exhale. When you yawn, your jaw stretches, your eyes might water, and your body momentarily pauses. Traditionally, scientists thought yawning helped bring more oxygen into the body or cool down the brain. Almost like hitting a biological refresh button when we're tired or understimulated. But the truly intriguing part is how yawns are socially contagious, how just seeing or hearing someone yawn can trigger the same reflex in you. The brain behind contagious yawning. When you see someone yawn, specific regions of your brain light up, particularly the mirror neuron system. Mirror neurons are special brain cells that activate both when you perform an action and when you see someone else perform it. They help us empathize, learn through imitation, and feel connected to others. So when you see another person yawn, your mirror neurons subconsciously simulate that action, leading your body to yawn as well. It's your brain's way of saying, "I feel what you feel." This means contagious yawning isn't just about air or fatigue. It's about empathy. Studies show that more empathetic people are more likely to catch yawn. Interestingly, contagious yawning tends to appear around age 4 or 5, which is when children begin to develop a strong sense of empathy and emotional understanding. However, it's worth noting that some individuals, such as those with certain neurological conditions like autism or schizophrenia, may not experience contagious yawning. This exception adds another layer of complexity to how yawning is linked to social and emotional development. Do animals catch yawns too? Yes, and not just humans. Contagious yawning has been observed in chimpanzees, dogs, and even parrots. Primates often catch yawns from their group members, especially those they're socially close to. For instance, chimpanzees are more likely to mimic yawns from friends than from strangers. However, not all animals exhibit contagious yawning, and the reasons behind this remain a topic of scientific exploration. This suggests that contagious yawning evolved as a form of social bonding, a silent signal that says, "We're in sync." It may help coordinate group behavior, keeping everyone alert or relaxed together. Even dogs yawn contagiously when humans do, especially if the human is their owner. That's right. Your pet might be mirroring your emotions, too. Why you yawn more around certain people. Ever noticed you're more likely to yawn when your close friend does, but not when a stranger does? That's no coincidence. Research shows contagious yawning is strongest between people who share a close bond, family, friends, or loved ones. That's because empathy and trust amplify mirror neuron activity. In contrast, when we're with strangers or people we don't feel connected to, the reaction is weaker. In other words, yawning is a social reflex, not just a biological one. The brain cooling theory. There's another layer to the mystery. Yawning might help cool your brain. When you yawn, you draw cool air into your mouth and increase blood flow to your head, helping regulate brain temperature. So, when someone yawns nearby, your brain might interpret it as a cue that the environment is warm or your brain needs cooling too, triggering a chain reaction of yawns across a group. Understanding this concept can be practical in daily life. For instance, in a meeting or classroom setting where focus is crucial. Noticing yawns can be a subtle indication that the environment needs to be cooled or refreshed to boost attention and productivity. Similarly, in family gatherings, ensuring everyone's comfort could mean adjusting the room's temperature when yawns are observed. In sports teams, noticing yawns can signal when players benefit from a break to cool down, potentially enhancing their performance and cohesion. It's like your brains are subconsciously syncing their temperature settings. So why do we yawn when others yawn? The answer is a blend of biology, psychology, and connection. We yawn to regulate our bodies and refresh our brains. But we catch yawns because we're social creatures wired for empathy. Contagious yawning reminds us that our brains don't operate in isolation. They respond, reflect, and resonate with others. It's one of the simplest yet most profound examples of how our minds mirror the emotions and physical states of those around us, even through something as small as a yawn. The takeaway next time you yawn after seeing someone else do it, don't just laugh it off. Think about what it means. Your brain just connected with another person's in an invisible, ancient way. It's proof that human empathy isn't just an emotion. It's built right into our biology. So, the next time a yawn spreads through a room, remember, your body is reminding you that we're all wired to feel together. Stay curious, because the world's simplest moments often hide the deepest science. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more fascinating science facts, hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see the full playlist, the link is in the description.